The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
That was well played there defensively. Too tight end.
He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. We're able to get the Kyler Murray leading the way.
And when you have a guy like Kyler Murray under center, it not only opens up your playbook, it allows you to draw up even more plays because he's among the best dual-threat quarterbacks in the league and a true playmaker. If flushed out of the pocket, he might even be 4.
They start the drive with Connor. Takes it to about the 37. Third down. Throwing now is Murray. This is Anderson over the middle. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
And that throw had no shot.
Hurts. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Cardinals are going to get it back here just past the 35.
This will run away very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Here's Murray. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete.
Enforce the incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Give him 32 on the play.
We see this happen so often. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. AJ first score. They're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll get this.
Field, cut it to the outside. Ball's delivered. Gets both feet down for the completion.
First carry for James Conner. That one a first down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
1st and 10. Again, a run with Conner. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Murray giving to Connor on the option. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last
first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. From the gun, Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Connor. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 40.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
McCann's kick is good. And they are on an opener. It's 3rd and goal. Sanders. They showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
If you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Yeah, big play there. When you have a running back that you can use like a
offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Connor. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Back is trained to really move downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. Murray a give. This is Connor. James Bradbury there to make the tackle.
Strong run there that keeps him advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It's a pickup of 16 there that'll lead to a new set of downs. For a second there, you looked down on the field. I almost thought I saw Kyler Murray in an Oklahoma jersey.
The colors are similar, though, right? All together, makes the proper read. You can see the defense's eyes grow wide because now they've got to deal with him downfield. He's hard to get down.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the end. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. From the gun, a give to Connor. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now we're going to get a stoppage here. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown Cardinals. Rondell Moore, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And there the defensive back was maybe a step. When he came into the league a decade ago, I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position.
Trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. And the Cards will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither. Now 2nd and 10. Now Murray. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a game.
Everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Obviously, red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
And they bring up a play. second down. Connor looking for space. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet?
With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that.
Exploit some holes in that opposing secondary as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well.
Set to start this third quarter. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's complete to Hopkins. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 1. Connor up the middle. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
You're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there.
I thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Couldn't even get going moving the football.
Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
That pattern and scheme was one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
McCann's kick up and good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. Halt right at the 44-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere.
Offense now as they get set to take over. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coach? But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get fit.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. He's got room at the 30, and they will be set up now as he brings.
Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but
that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it. Pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
An option handoff given to Connor. Oh, Connor loses it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his crew will take over with a... They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here at their own 33. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said is we're walking off the field. We're playing mistake-free football. That just went out the window there with the pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were in that throw and it turned into an interception?
It's Connor as they stay on the ground to about the 35, 2nd down.
I know this inflation.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Keep the ball away from the other team and put points on the board. Those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. A gain of 3, second down.
Sometimes with the run game, maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's Connor on the read option. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right even. I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football.
But I certainly didn't expect them to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down.
I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards.
Over there, make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Murray now on 1st down. That's complete to McBride. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard.
The defense and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Murray to Moore for the Cardinal first.
Big.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Personal foul. Unnecessary run.
Could ultimately win it.
They run behind center with Connor. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, with the fumble he had earlier.
Impossible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
On the handoff, Connor at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
We know that old expression, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, very critical. Hurts. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. Well, tied
A little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. He'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. They're going to look to throw. Buying time to his... And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The sack sets him back a full 10 yards there on the 1st and goal.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal.
And by a decent amount here, what are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. I think you and I were a little surprised back early in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his...
Used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And he'll have this pass. Here's a handoff to Connor. And And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run.
It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
If they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own foot. Steps away to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Cards are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, field goals probably are going to cut it. They do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They start with a give to counter. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. No third down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Buda Baker with a pick. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Eagles are going to take possession here.
The pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it.
And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Back with you, obviously, but the first game of the year always a special one. And love, I know you do too, love having it on a Thursday night.
Yeah, I think it makes it special, right? It makes it so that everyone is just watching, all eyes on it on a special night like that.